Now, on Good Morning Northwest, a procession of public memorial and road closures in downtown Coeur d'Alene this morning. What you need to know about the 10th anniversary tribute to fallen officer Sergeant Greg Moore.
And a warming trend starts today, but not before a chilly start this morning. Planning your day the week ahead.
And the trade war with China just escalated. How much more you'll pay for cars, clothes, and toys, and when experts are warning about the economic impact. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. It is Monday, May 5th. Let's check in with meteorologist Matt Gray here with your first alert forecast on this Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo, and pretty chilly out there this morning. Lots of 30s. We were in the 30s briefly in Spokane around sunrise. We're back up to the 40s now, and so it'll be a quick warm-up today from what was, yes, a quite chilly morning. And it is still pretty chilly. Definitely worth the sweater. In Pullman, it's freezing this morning. St. Mary's at 34. Parts of the Raft and Prairie also close to freezing this morning. Sandpoint's at freezing. Bonners Ferry at 36. 27. Yeah, 27. In Colville to start our day. We're even in the upper 30s in Moses Lake. So clear, calm, still conditions overnight. We'll see the winds pick up today, and we'll see our temperatures get a little bit warmer than they were yesterday. So we were right about 60, 61 degrees for our high in Spokane. Instead, we'll be up into the mid 60s. So I expect middle and upper 60s, just depending on where your neighborhood is, elevation, all those things coming into place. Starting to warm up here with that wind that you will notice a little bit this afternoon. Things to know about your weather. More sunshine in your forecast right up until we get into Wednesday. We'll be tracking a couple of showers. We'll talk more about that coming up.
We begin this morning in Coeur d'Alene, where a street will close. A police motorcade will roll through town, all to remember Sergeant Greg Moore. He was known by his call sign K27, and today marks 10 years since a suspected car prowler shot and killed him. The Coeur d'Alene Police Department will hold a private memorial with his family at 8:30 this morning. Then just after 9:30, a public procession will move through town. People are expected to line the streets and hold flags as the procession moves toward McEwen Park. That's where a public memorial will be held. Everyone is welcome. Front Avenue will be closed for this, and it should reopen around 11. You should also know that McEwen parking garage is still open for anyone attending. If you remember this day 10 years ago, Sergeant Moore was patrolling early in the morning in a neighborhood experiencing recent car prowlings. Around 1:30 a.m., he came across someone suspicious. He called in the man's information. A neighbor heard gunshots and found Moore in the street. The suspect took off in Moore's patrol car. Officers chased him and caught him hiding under a car in Post Falls. Moore later died.
Out doing what policemen do. He was out doing routine random patrols, but also in an area that we have experienced some auto burglaries in.
The man who shot him, Jonathan Renfro, was convicted of first-degree murder. He's now on death row. But today isn't just about how Moore died. It's about how he lived and what he meant to the people around him. And now his memory lives on at the K27 Memorial in McEwen Park. It's lit up every night with 3 waterfalls: respect, honor, and remember. We'll continue following this throughout the day and bring you more from the people who knew him best. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Hannah, thanks. Today, the Central Valley School Board will hold a special meeting to discuss a letter to the Department of Education regarding transgender student athletes in the district.
The complaint is against Washington State Superintendent Chris Reichdahl, Office of the Superintendent of Public Instruction, and the Washington Interscholastic Activities Association, or WIAA. The school board accuses the state, Reichdahl, and the WIAA of disregarding the directives of President Trump, creating discriminatory and unsafe environments for girls and young women. In February, President Trump signed an executive order banning transgender athletes from playing in women's sports. The orders run directly opposite of Washington state law. Central Valley, Meade, and many other districts have raised concerns over the conflict. State Superintendent Reichdahl repeatedly told schools to follow state law.
We've told our school districts, lean into state law. State law is what you have to follow. You have an attorney general's office that if something happens to you from the feds that is out of bounds, we have an attorney general's office with the ability to defend and protect our state and our school districts.
The WIAA brought forth a couple of amendments that would have kept transgender athletes from competing against girls, but those failed during the organization's spring meeting. Reichdahl says districts not following state regulations could face legal consequences.
A dozen people submitted letters to the school board urging it to send their complaint letter to the Federal Department of Education. The board will take public comment. Today's special meeting starts at 5 o'clock and it's only being streamed via Zoom. You can find a link if you'd like to watch in this story. It's up on KXLY.com. New tariffs went into effect over the weekend, expected to drive up prices on car parts and clothes, among lots of other things.
Yeah, as the trade war escalates, there are signs China is open to negotiating with the U.S. on a trade deal. ABC's Christian Cordero has details from D.C.
This morning, new tariffs on car parts are among those expected to drive prices up, even for American brands. Many vehicles manufactured in the U.S. use foreign-made parts now subject to a 25% tax. Industry experts say they will add thousands of dollars to the cost of autos. GM already warning that tariffs will cost them $4 to $5 billion this year. Also facing economic headwinds, so-called low-value shipments from China. That's packages worth under $800 whose tariff loophole closed this weekend and now face a 120% tax or a $100 package fee. The move impacts items such as clothes, baby products, and toys often made in China. President Trump dismissing concerns of rising prices.
All I'm saying is that a young lady, a 10-year-old girl, 9-year-old girl, a 15-year-old girl doesn't need $37. She can be very happy with 2 or 3 or 4 or 5.
The administration is adamant the volatility will be temporary and worth it to secure more favorable trade deals and bring manufacturing back to the U.S. But not everyone agrees. The country's best-known investor on Saturday criticized Trump's trade policy.
Trade should not be a weapon. I don't think it's right, and I don't think it's wise.
A toy store owner in Virginia is among those already reeling.
We can't continue like this. Uncertainty is no way to run a business, and it's certainly no way to run a country.
China and the U.S. appear willing to negotiate a trade deal, but Beijing insists Trump first remove the sweeping 145% tariff on Chinese goods. Christian Cordero, ABC News, Washington.
Oh, it's such a great deal. All smiles in downtown Spokane Sunday as more than 30,000 people sprinted, jogged, and strolled through the Bloomsday finish line. And not just at the finish, people lined up all along that 7.5-mile course to support runners all the way to the end. Everyone who finishes Bloomsday is a winner, but we will have a look at those who came in first coming up in morning sports. And the times at which they finished the race is mind-blowing.
I know it.
Natalie Grant finished her first Bloomsday.
Yes, it was so much
with
fun.
With a bunch of KXLYers.
Oh my gosh, so many. It was Kirsten O'Connor, Allison Martinez, Sydney Berger was out there. I mean, just so many awesome people that were out there. And of course, proof that I actually did finish the Bloomsday t-shirt this year.
Great design.
So cool.
Yeah, very, very fun. Of course, the footprint with the Lilac City. Yeah, good stuff.
Love it.
And the weather was great for it. It is now 6:08.
Yeah, gorgeous day. Another gorgeous day today, Matt.
Yeah, another gorgeous day today, and we just keep seeing warm, sunny, beautiful weather. And that means, at least here at Lookout Pass, you got to squint to see where the snow is. It's been melting off fast this past week. We got more warm weather on the way. We'll show you a couple of warm waves we're tracking coming up.
Today is the first day of early voting for Idaho voters. What's on the ballot and what you need to know to make yours count coming up.
And it could have been a catastrophic attack on Lady Gaga fans. Right after the break, how police in Brazil stopped a potential bomb attack and the suspect's disturbing motivation when we come back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. Sign up for the 4 News Now playbook at KXLY.com.
When you get into a car accident, you may be wondering if you need a lawyer.
Well, if you were injured and it wasn't your fault, you should probably talk to an attorney.
Call Russell and Hill. The advice is free.
Call 800-LAW-0842.
Grins and Giggles Family Dentistry wants to bring out your smile. From crowns to veneers, they have the experience to help anyone in your family, young to old, kids to grandparents, all by using state-of-the-art procedures. Grins and Giggles accepts most insurance plans, but where they shine is by offering cash discounts on most procedures for uninsured patients. Call or click Grins and Giggles today to find out more. Grins and Giggles Family Dentistry, helping you bring out your smile.
At Arada's Automax, the owner's daughter, Tatum, has been helping people with special sales for over a decade.
Hi, everyone. My name is Tatum Arada. What sale are you doing now, Daddy? Daddy, what's a tax return sale? What's a blue book sale? Can people really get cash, Daddy, and a car? Daddy, does that mean $1 will buy Arada card checks and RVs? I have $1.
Hurry in, everyone. Arada great deals, and remember,
we're Arada fun, too.
Don't miss the sales going on now at Arada's Automax and Mitsubishi.
For over 25 years, Dr. Arvind Chaudhry and Summit Cancer Centers has remained true to 3 core values. 25 years of coming together to develop the most complete and personalized treatment plans available. 25 years of providing the most advanced treatments and non-invasive radiosurgery in the country. 25 years of taking you on a healing journey from diagnosis to recovery.
And we are not stopping there. We will continue to offer the most comprehensive cancer treatment in the Northwest.
Summit Cancer Centers. Integrated, innovative, inspired.
just look at those beautiful plants and flowers from the Plant Farm. The Plant Farm is Spokane's go-to garden center. A promise of trust and confidence comes with the healthiest plants from the Plant Farm because their plants and flowers are grown right here. Get annuals, perennials, roses, trees, shrubs, and their signature hanging baskets and more, even indoor plants. Head to the Plant Farm, Spokane's go-to garden center on 4th between Evergreen and Adams in the Spokane Valley, because life is better in the garden.
When you get into a car accident, you may be wondering if you need a lawyer.
Well, if you were injured and it wasn't your fault, you should probably talk to an attorney.
Call Russell and Hill. The advice is free.
Call 800-LAW-0842.
It is 6:11. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. 2 people are in custody in connection to a reported plot to bomb a Lady Gaga concert in Brazil.
Lady Gaga performed a free concert Saturday night in Rio de Janeiro, where authorities say they were able to foil the plan. Investigators say the unidentified suspects had tried to virtually recruit minors to participate. The plan reportedly included the coordinated use of improvised explosive devices. Authorities say the perpetrators apparently wanted the bombing to help gain them notoriety on social networks. A number of sources report that more than 2 million people attended Saturday's free concert.
President Trump announced plans to reopen Alcatraz prison in a social media post, saying he would direct federal agencies to restore the facility for violent offenders. The historic prison, now a tourist site, closed in 1963. When questioned later, Trump called it just an idea, sparked by judges who want to ensure migrants have due process.
Takeaways today in your forecast: get to enjoy more sunshine for the first half of this week. Our next rain chance, though, we'll start to notice the clouds building up Wednesday. We'll have a chance Wednesday night. We'll take a closer look after this.
150 children and foster parents enjoyed the outdoors at Bruno Dunes State Park Saturday. This was for the Fostering Family Adventures event. Now, the Idaho State Park Foster Family Passport Program provides a park pass at no cost for foster families for all Idaho State parks, as well as special Fostering Family Adventures events. This year's Foster Family Passport Kickoff adventure included science-based experiences with a planetarium show at the Bruno Dunes State Park Observatory. So cool. I'm sure the families loved it.
Yeah, and Foster Care Month is the month of May, and lots of events going on all around, and those foster parents deserve every bit of appreciation.
For sure. Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:13.
The man who built a music empire now faces serious federal charges, including sex trafficking. It's a big day today as jury selection begins in the Sean Diddy Combs trial. We'll have a preview coming up a little later.
And early voting for Idaho's May election starts today. Coming up, Allison Martinez is live with what you need to know to have your vote count. That's next.
My feet hurt so bad in the morning, I couldn't even put my feet on the floor. So I had to start engineering my own arch support. So I got that, then I put this in there, this one. Finally, before I added another one of these in, I went to Good Feet, and they gave me this. So I built all this together to engineer a solution to my pain. And if I'd have just gone to Good Feet, I'd have been better off in the first place.
Good Feet Arch Supports, engineered for pain relief, personally fitted for you.
Coeur d'Alene Denture Clinic is locally owned and operated and has been providing personalized, comfortable, and satisfying care to our clients for over 30 years. Our licensed denturists are trained in the latest techniques in the construction, development, and preparatory work of a denture. Full dentures, implant attachments, repairs, fittings, adjustments, we do it all. Every denture is made to look as close as possible to your natural teeth. With our knowledge and friendly staff, competitive costs, and quality of service, you'll leave Coeur d'Alene Denture Clinic smiling.
R&R RV has just lowered prices on every pre-owned motorhome, fifth wheel, and travel trailer in stock. We're talking jaw-dropping savings on the region's largest selection of pre-owned RVs. All pre-owned units at R&R RV are clean, certified, and never purchased at auction. Quit dreaming. Just do it. Same-day delivery available on many units. Shop pre-owned units now at R&R RV in Liberty Lake, North Spokane, and Lewiston. Or visit rnrrv.com.
Lindor, Swanson.
The new DQ Summer Blizzard menu has such a stacked lineup, it calls for a
trade proposal.
My s'mores for your mixing bowl mashup.
You got a deal.
Trade up to the new DQ Summer Blizzard menu. With new mixing bowl mashup plus fan favorite s'mores, nothing says summer like baseball and our new Summer Blizzard menu.
You drive a hard bargain, kid.
Right now with DQ.
DQ, happy tastes good.
Life moves fast, and we get it. You're busy. Our digital banking can change how you manage your money. Whether you're chatting with a representative after hours, depositing a check from your phone, or meeting with us face-to-face. Wherever life takes you, we've got you covered. It's your money. Access it anytime, anywhere. Open your account at p1fcu.org. P1FCU, your community, your credit union.
There's a good feeling we get when we show up for others, whether it's a family member, a neighbor, or a local nonprofit we care about. When you donate or volunteer to support nonprofits, great things happen. That's what Give Big is all about. Give Big is Washington's annual giving campaign that benefits nonprofits of all kinds across our state. On May 6th and 7th, visit wagives.org to discover and donate to nonprofits making good things happen.
4 News Now is brought to you by Orchard Crest Retirement and Assisted Living.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:17. Early voting starts today for people in Idaho voting in the May election.
Yeah, Election Day is May 20th, just a few weeks away. Allison Martinez is live at the Kootenai County Elections Office with what you need to know to get your ballot in.
Good morning. Kootenai County voters have some big decisions to make regarding some key elected officials, support for firefighters, and some school district levies. Today is the first day of early voting here at the Kootenai County Elections Office, and people living in the city of Coeur d'Alene will make a decision on a bond that will impact how the city invests in its fire and emergency services. Since 2015, call volume has increased by 35%. The Coeur d'Alene Fire Department says this has placed strain on facilities and equipment. Chief Tom Grief says 2 of the biggest challenges the department faces are its outdated fire station and fleet of fire trucks. The proposed $16 million 10-year general obligation bond would have a property tax impact of $16 per $100,000 of taxable assessed property value per year. This means for the average homeowner with a house valued at $425,000, you'll pay about $68 per year. So starting today, early voting will be Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. here at the Kootenai County Elections Office. This will last until May 16th, and then May 20th is official election day. That's also the last day to turn in your absentee ballots. Reporting live in Coeur d'Alene, Allison Martinez, 4 News Now.
All right, Allison, thank you much.
Here is a live look at the start to our Monday here. Just another gorgeous day out there, taking a live look over One Spokane Stadium.
Beautiful. Not a cloud in the sky. Things are looking amazing to start off. Definitely left us a little chilly this morning, but we're already warming up really fast. So expect us to be, a lot of us to be in the 40s by the time we're headed out the door later today. It is not so pretty, however, as you look further to the east. Our friends over in western Montana having a little bit of mountain snow on some of their passes this morning and some rain here. We could see a sprinkle or two try to cross the state line into Idaho later this afternoon, but for the most part, I think we're just looking at fair weather clouds. We certainly could use a little bit of rain. It was nice to get a little this weekend, but over the last 30 days, we're talking about in Spokane, only about 27% of our average. It's even worse as you work your way towards Chelan and Omak. Pullman's only about 30% of our average of the last 30 days. So it's been a pretty dry middle portion of spring. For the most part this week, that does not look like it is going to change. Now, we will have a chance for some showers as we get into the back end of Wednesday. This is about 5 p.m., and this will be our first kind of hints of sprinkles here, especially right near the Cascades. But for most of us, we can make our plans both Wednesday and Thursday, and really then throughout the entirety of the week without having to worry about wet weather all that much, simply because this, our best chance for some wet weather again in much of the inland Northwest, is going to be very late Wednesday night and early Thursday morning. And that is it. Otherwise, expect to be a quiet week, lots of high pressure and control, sunshine, and beautiful conditions. And that includes today. We're going to warm up about 3 to 5 degrees, 65 in Spokane, 66 in Coeur d'Alene, 70s in the LC Valley, Moses Lake, Grand Coulee in the Omak area. And we'll see mid-60s in the Idaho Panhandle, upper 60s in northeastern Washington. Here is your 7-day forecast. We warm up to the mid-70s on Thursday or Wednesday. We get those little showers that come in overnight. That'll drop us down about 10 degrees, 8 to 10 degrees to the mid-60s. And then look how fast we warm up heading into Mother's Day. We're in the 80s by the time we get to Saturday. So that will be intriguing. Also have to keep an eye on a chance for a couple of showers late on Mother's Day. But today is Monday. And you know what that means? It's time for Pet of the Week.
Mischief is nothing but mischievous. She is a 3-year-old Retriever Lab and Australian Shepherd mix who is just a love bug. Extremely smart, loves people, big and small, and will follow you anywhere. Unfortunately, Mischief has spent most of her life outdoors. However, she would love to follow you to your favorite couch and get some inside lovin' too. Stop by Companions Animal Center Tuesday through Sundays and meet Mischief. You're sure to fall in love with her adorable face.
She doesn't look mischievous at all.
No, she looks so cute. It looks like she needs a home.
Yeah, hopefully she finds one. Hey, it is now 6:22.
Thanks so much for starting your day with us here on Good Morning Northwest. We're back with much more on this Monday morning, including morning sports. That's coming up right after this commercial break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
When you visit the LC Valley, you'll do more than just get away. You'll relive the history of explorers who traveled through this region, and you might even make a splash of your own. See educational exhibits of Lewis and Clark and immerse yourself in an authentic cultural experience. Unwind and savor the flavor in the Northwest Discovery Destination. Your adventure awaits.
The Blue Compass RV All-American Summer Road Trip is on, with new RVs starting at just $97 a month. Plus, they all come with a 1-year VIP membership to RV Complete. Big country, big adventure, big savings, only at Blue Compass RV.
One call, that's all, means we take care of everything after your car wreck.
From dealing with insurance companies to helping you find doctors and repair shops, we're here to guide you from start to finish.
After my car accident, working with Craig Swap and Associates made the whole process so easy. They communicated with me and let me know what the next step was every step of the way.
Call Craig Swap and Associates today. Let us make your recovery simple. One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Go to Lake Casino. The winning is just the beginning. So you're looking for something to do? We got you. Want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you wanna do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Go to Lake Casino. At the Go to Lake Casino. Go to Lake Casino. The winning is just the beginning.
You expect expect more from your morning news. Good Morning Northwest delivers.
The scammer is posing as law enforcement.
Breaking news.
Immediate evacuation order.
A forecast that helps you plan your day.
Breezy today.
You expect more in the mornings. Good Morning Northwest delivers.
Frisky's World.
Come on, let's explore.
That's made with real salmon.
Look what I found. Little soups for cats.
There's the delicious taste of tuna we treasure.
Definitely coming back tomorrow.
Friskies, always more to explore.
Are you looking for a great place to get a great workout and crush those New Year's resolution goals?
Let's go!
Join now and strive to thrive in 2025 at Moo Fitness.
Join the movement.
Welcome to Morning Sports. I'm Jack Wallace. The 2025 Bloomsday race is done and in the books. So plenty of sore legs and some warm smiles. There are 4 champions crowned across the wheelchair divisions and elite racers. For the men's wheelchair, back-to-back champ Herman Garrick racing a clean 31 minutes 10 seconds. He beat Wyatt Willand by less than 1 second. Women's side, Hannah Babalola just skated past Heather C. Lover to get first. The margin about 1.5 seconds, so razor thin ones there. But for the elite men, Patrick Kiprop completed the 12-kilometer haul, not a razor thin margin. 34 minutes 8 second finish was 35 seconds in front of second place. And how about Veronica Lolio? Remarkable 38-minute 2 second 12K, breaking the women's Bloomsday record. The Kenyan just shy of 12 seconds ahead of second. Seattle Mariners also in a pretty good action. They had a hard time crossing the finish line yesterday. Fell in an 8-1 demolition, sponsored by Jacob deGrom and Corey Seager. deGrom tossed in 89 pitches, allowing just a single run, 3 hits in his 5 innings, helping to end Seattle's 6-game win streak. The M's got the series anyway, so not too bad of a feeling, and they'll keep on the road AL West trip with a visit to Sacramento to take on the Athletics. They have not played since a split 4-game series to start the season. And now that'll do it for Morning Sports. And stay tuned for plenty more sports action. Tune in to 4 News Now at 6 and 11 tonight.
Good morning, Northwest Time is 6:26.
Handcuffed and shackled, but still on the run. How a wanted fugitive managed to escape custody at SeaTac Airport, and where he might be now. We have Hannah Joy with details on the active manhunt coming up next. And before we go to break, here's a first look of what's coming up on Good Morning America starting at 7.
In this morning's GMA First Look, jury selection begins in the racketeering, conspiracy, and sex trafficking trial of Sean Combs, one of music's most influential figures.
Can't nobody hold me down. Oh no, I got to keep on moving.
Federal prosecutors are out to prove Combs used his power, wealth, and fame to force women into prolonged drug-fueled orgies he called freak-offs and then threaten them into silence. Combs rejected a last-minute offer to plead guilty, and his attorneys are out to convince the jury the government is trying to police consensual sex by a swinger who they say invited third parties into his bedroom.
Both sides are looking for any potential experiences or biases that would make that juror unfavorable to their side of the case.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll be live from outside the courthouse with the very latest, plus legal expert Dan Abrams weighs in live. With your GMA First Look, I'm Aaron Katursky, ABC News, New York.
Asthma. Does it have you missing out on what you love with who you love? It's time to get back out there with Fasenra. Fasenra is an add-on treatment for eosinophilic asthma that is taken once every 8 weeks and can also be taken conveniently at home. Fasenra helps prevent asthma attacks. Most patients did not have an attack in the first year. Fasenra is proven to help you breathe better so you can get back to doing day-to-day activities. Fasenra is not for sudden breathing problems. Serious allergic reactions may occur. Get help for swelling of your face, mouth, tongue, or trouble breathing. Don't stop asthma treatments without talking with your doctor. Tell your doctor if your asthma worsens or you have a parasitic infection. Headache and sore throat may occur. Get back to better breathing. Get back to what you've missed. Ask your doctor about Fasenra, the only asthma treatment taken once every 8 weeks. If you can't afford your medication, AstraZeneca may be able to help.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Now you can listen to a podcast version of Nightline, available free wherever you listen.
When you call the advocates, you'll see right away, we don't fiddle around.
We don't waste time.
Don't dilly-dally.
We don't burn daylight.
Because this isn't our first rodeo.
Or a second.
We know the ropes.
Ben's the dance.
We've been down this road.
We know the score.
We've been there.
Got the t-shirt.
Done it all?
Seen it all.
Which means the advocates is the place to call for your injury case. We'll fight to get you the most.
And don't dilly-dally.
Don't start that again. Injured? You deserve an advocate.
This is what joint pain looks like when you keep moving with Aleve. Just one Aleve, 12 hours of uninterrupted joint pain relief. Aleve, strength to last 12 hours.
We know your time is valuable, and that is why at Colville Toyota, our goal is to get you in and out in an hour or less using our Express Maintenance Center.
With our pit crew approach and Toyota trained techs, your routine service happens fast.
Toyota Express Maintenance includes a safety inspection, oil changes, brake inspection, tire rotation, and much more.
Quality, speed, and confidence is what you can expect from Colville Toyota's Express Maintenance Center. We're your small town dealership with a big heart.
Are you looking for a great place to get a great workout and crush those New Year's resolution goals?
Let's go!
Join now and strive to thrive in 2025 at Move Fitness.
Join the movement.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning, Northwest. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Natalie Grant. Today is Monday, May 5th. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Welcome to it. We're going to start things off with meteorologist Matt Gray to look at our first alert forecast as we kick off another gorgeous day.
Another gorgeous day. A bit of chill in the air, though, in many places this morning. Look at Coeur d'Alene, 33 degrees. We're much warmer in Spokane, 43, although we were down in the 30s earlier this morning, just as the sun was coming up. But now, in the bright light of the morning, temperatures warming up very quickly. In downtown Coeur d'Alene, we're about 36, now 37. Post Falls at 37 as well. They head down I-90 to Spokane Valley at 39. A lot of meters out this morning. I wonder what's going on. 30 in Deer Park, 36 down at Fairchild, and we're at freezing in Cheney. So a lot of those higher benches, so some pretty chilly conditions to start off the day. We're going to warm up quite fast, and for this afternoon, expect about 3 to 5 degrees warmer than we were this time, or at that time. Yesterday afternoon. So we'll see some upper 60s from downtown into the Liberty Lake area. Post Falls, Coeur d'Alene in the mid-60s as well. Some low 60s in Spirit Lake, mid-60s as well around the West Plains. We're going to continue to warm up, and we'll be looking out for chances for rain and how they might affect your plans later this week coming up.
We are following breaking news at a SeaTac airport this morning. Police are on the lookout for a fugitive who escaped custody during check-in. Police say 28-year-old Cedric Stevenson got away while being transported back to Kentucky. He's wanted there on several charges, including second-degree escape. What's shocking is he was wearing both hand and ankle cuffs when he took off.
And how did he get away with his hands and ankles shackled?
Authorities say agents chased him but lost him. Security cameras later showed him making it all the way to the light rail station and eventually to Capitol Hill.
Nobody stopped him, and nobody stopped the train either.
Seattle Police Department is helping out, but Kentucky law enforcement is leading the case. If you see Stevenson, don't approach. Call 911 immediately. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Hannah, thanks. A stolen car crashed Sunday morning in Grant County, injuring 4 teenagers. The sheriff's office says deputies were pursuing a stolen car from Larson on State Route 17 south of Soap Lake. During that chase, the car left the highway and rolled several times. 2 boys and 2 girls, all teens from Moses Lake, were inside of that car when it crashed. No one wore seatbelts. 2 of the teens were airlifted to the hospital, and another 2 were transported by ambulance to a local hospital.
Federal student loan collections start back up today. The Department of Education is ending a roughly 5-year-old pandemic-era pause. The move could impact more than 5 million borrowers. The department is urging borrowers in default to start making a monthly payment, enroll in an income-driven repayment plan, or sign up for loan rehabilitation. If not, the federal agency could order non-federal employers to withhold a percentage of an employee's income to pay the delinquent debt.
35,000 Bloomies participating in this year's race bring 35,000 different stories to the city of Spokane.
For former Seahawk Justin Britt, his first ever Bloomsday comes with a message. Sydney Berger has our story.
It's the 48th annual Bloomsday race for Spokane and the first for former Seattle Seahawk Justin Britt. The former center becoming the center of a new sport he never imagined immersing himself in.
The NFL was a dream come true, but depression came out of nowhere, and it felt like the only way to save myself was to remove myself. Running was an accidental love story, but I'm forever grateful and absolutely humbled to call myself a runner.
After retiring from the NFL in 2023, he says running gave him a second chance at life. So when the race started, I tried to catch up with Britt to talk about the transition from high-level football to high-level running.
Been at the highest of highs and abruptly at the lowest of my lows. But found a way to lean on, my household, my family, friends, and know that whatever I was experiencing was going to be temporary. And, so even people at the highest level, there's humans just like you. Yeah. And so we're all going through it.
Britt is just a few years into his running journey, but has already found the joy in sharing his experience with others, hoping it helps whoever needs it.
Like race day, how can you beat it? You get to travel around, experience new cities, new races, create new traditions, and if you're lucky, you leave your mark. So.
And one thing that's not lost in switching sports, the competitive mindset.
I don't know if you saw on my Instagram, I said I was going to eat a vulture for breakfast. So.
Oh, wow.
Right here. I got to find it.
Britt finished well under his goal, running the entire thing at a 7:13 pace, hence why we were only next to each other for a couple minutes.
I'm just going to leave you with a little bit of wisdom. If you plan on keeping the pace of a former professional athlete for an entire 7.46 miles, I suggest a little bit of training. I could have used some. But signing off for now, Sydney Berger, 4 News Now Sports.
Still incredibly impressive on both their parts.
Oh my goodness, that she ran with a professional athlete, shot a story, finished the race,
all the things. Great job. Yeah. Good morning, Northwest time right now, 6:36.
All right, another great job, Matt. We were talking about how you get the praise because it was so glorious.
I mean, I ain't gonna get the praise for running, I'll tell you that. So I'll take the praise for this.
Praise for the weather?
I will take the praise for this. Those two would have left me far in the dust. Hey, looking pretty good as we start our commute this morning right near the Liberty Lake exit. We got a great day ahead. We'll show you when we may see some blips in your forecast for this week coming up.
If you follow the social media trend to detox your kitchen, Consumer Reports can help. From a cabinet clean out to safer cleaners, ways to reduce your family's chemical exposure. Whew, that's right after this.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
Hi, I'm Randy, owner of Rooter 911 Sewer and Drain.
Sewer and drain cleaning at half the price of the larger competitors. 24/7 service for all of your sewer and drain cleaning needs in Spokane, 535-3136.
What does it mean to be here for good? It means being here for the artists who dream, the audiences who feel, and anyone who revels in creative expression. For the shop owner who flips a sign at dawn and remembers your order by heart. For singing, "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" on a hot summer night. For the moment you realize your youngest son can fly. Here for the educators and mentors who create everyday aha moments. It's being here for community pride, 8 seconds of fury, and flavor obsessions. Here for when everything seems lost, rallying the community and building again. It means being here for the long haul in Cooley Dam, Sandpoint, and Pendleton. Here for your friends, for your family, for your neighbors. Here for you. STCU. Here for good.
In basketball, to have a good offense, you need to know how to read the defense.
The same is true dealing with the insurance company after a car wreck.
They'll use every trick in their playbook to pay you as little as possible.
But we know their playbook.
And play number 1 is the blame game.
They'll point the finger at you and blame you for the wreck.
So if you've been in a wreck,
call Russell and Hill to protect your case.
Russell and Hill will fight for you. Call 800-LAW-0842.
The Book of Mormon is the best musical of this century. You won't believe how funny it is. You won't believe how much heart it has. And when it's over, you won't believe how much you'll want to see it again. The Book of Mormon, June 3rd through 7th. Tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com.
Is it time to update your living spaces? Don't overspend at the big box store. Come see us at Consign Furniture. We have the largest selection of like-new consignment furniture in Liberty Lake. No long wait times on couches to dining sets, rugs, and more. And our team will deliver today. Inventory moves fast. Check us out online or stop by today.
Consign Furniture. It's the easy way to sell, smart way to buy.
Good morning and welcome back at 6:39. If you are on the social media bandwagon to detox your kitchen, this story is for you. From nonstick pans to everyday cleaners, the stuff you cook and clean with could expose your family to unwanted chemicals. Consumer Reports reveals the simple DIY steps to reduce your family's exposure to potentially toxic chemicals. Cooking at home is a great way to eat healthier and save money, but here's the catch. Some of the tools you're using could be sneaking toxic chemicals into your food. Consumer Reports breaks down how to cut the risks without breaking the bank. No need to toss everything out. Just start with the items you use most. Top of the list, plastic. Try to limit wherever you can. Recent studies link microplastics to some serious health concerns, including a higher risk of heart attack, stroke, and even certain cancers. Researchers have found these tiny particles throughout the body, even crossing the brain and placenta barriers. Another red flag? Non-stick pans. The coatings are often made with PFAS, so-called forever chemicals, that stick around in your body and the environment. Swap them out for safer options like stainless steel or cast iron.
Ignore marketing words such as eco, green, and non-toxic that have no legal definition. Even terms like PFAS-free or lead-free may not mean what you think. Buy products made from materials we know are safe, rather than products that are made from questionable materials that a marketing team claims are safe.
And don't forget your water. At least 45% of the nation's tap water is estimated to have PFAS. A good filter can make a big difference. In Consumer Reports tests, the Zero Water Extreme Life ZFM 400CR water filter is a standout for reducing PFAS. Even your kitchen tools could be culprits. Plastic cutting boards can shed microplastics straight into your food. Swap them out for a wooden board to avoid glue and chemicals. And finally, cleaning up your kitchen doesn't have to mean harsher chemicals. Using a stronger cleaner once in a while is fine, but for everyday messes, you can mix up your own simple ingredients, like vinegar and water. It's a simple way to keep your kitchen sparkling clean and a little safer, too. Another tip. Some plastic baggies might shed microplastics into your food. A glass container is a better storage option.
Oh, a lot of interesting stuff there. Your 10-second takeaway in your forecast, things you're going to like. Sunshine, first half of the week. Our next rain chance is going to come at the end of the day on Wednesday. We'll take a closer look after this.
Mother's Day is coming up this weekend, and it's almost time to celebrate all the moms in our lives. And this year, 4 News Now and BECU can help you out.
Yeah, you could win a $100 gift card for your mom just by sharing your picture with us. This is Roxanne O'Connor. The message says, "My stepmom Roxanne has been my rock. I cannot express how much she means to me. Just like another mother."
Love it.
Go to KXLY.com/momsday and enter our Mother's Day giveaway. 3 lucky moms will win a $100 gift card to L's Tastes and Teas in Spokane Valley. We'll share more photos right up until Mother's Day.
Get them in. Can't wait.
Good morning, Northwest. Time is now 6:43.
Early voting starts today in Idaho for the May election. We have Allison Martinez live this morning with what key issues you'll see on the ballot.
We're breaking down everything you need to know to fill out your ballot and get it in successfully coming up.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
It's Mistaqua Casino Hotel's 31st anniversary. We're celebrating by giving you the chance to win over $62,000 in cash and prizes, including adventures on a pontoon, on a flight to your favorite getaway, or your choice of a new car or cash. Play your favorite games now to earn entries at Mistaqua Casino Hotel. 31 years of jackpots, food, and fun. Learn more at Mistaqua.com.
I love shoes. You find them in the store, you know, they like call you, but they hurt. The best ones hurt the worst. And you're walking around going, I don't want anyone to know that I'm not happy. Stuck in the arch supports, and I felt so much better. I'd say Good Feet helped with all of my great shoes. They turned out to be something that actually works for me. My name is Ava, and that's my Good Feet story.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Lather, rinse, repeat. It never feels like enough. It's not your products, it's your water. Culligan water softeners prevent damaging hard water buildup, revitalizing your hair and skin. Upgrade your routine with Culligan.
New York City's hottest hits are landing right here in Spokane. Join SDCU Best of Broadway, live at First Interstate Center for the Arts. It's lights up on a thrilling new season. Moulin Rouge, the musical. The Notebook, Back to the Future, Some Like It Hot, and the epic return of Disney's The Lion King. You just have to be there. Get your season tickets and get swept away at shows.broadwayspokane.com.
Huh, never a doubt. See our great selection of Tundras with backup assist technology and other advanced features at Parker Toyota in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
BECU would like to celebrate your mom this Mother's Day. Share a picture of your mom and tell us the impact she's made on your life. She'll be entered for a chance to win a $100 gift card courtesy of BECU. Enter at KXLY.com/momsday. 4 News Now is brought to you by the Rocky Mountain Rodeo at the Spokane Arena, May 16th and 17th.
Good morning. Welcome back. It's now 6:46. Idaho voters, early voting starts today for the May election.
Election day is right around the corner. That's coming up on May 20th. This month, many voters will have some tough decisions to make for their local school districts. And we have Allison Martinez live this morning at the Kootenai County Elections Office with what you need to know to get your ballot in. Good morning, Allison.
Good morning. Kootenai County voters will have to make choices on local school district levies, support for the fire department, and some key elected officials. Early voting starts today in Kootenai County. Now, people living in the Post Falls School District will decide on funding for school safety and student programs. If approved, the replacement levy would extend the $44 rate Post Falls residents are already paying for the next 2 years. PFSD said funding from the replacement levy would go toward extracurricular activities and athletics that aren't funded by state or federal dollars. It will also go towards staff salaries and improving campus security. Now, over in the Lakeland School District, voters will decide on what the administrators are calling a potential financial emergency. The new and reduced levy hopes to steer the district away from that. The reduced amount would mainly support salaries for teachers and extracurricular activities. The school district says class sizes will have to increase if this goal is not met. And if the levy passes, it would still require $85,000 in cuts for each high school. However, that number could be higher if the levy fails. The average annual cost for taxpayers is about $82 per year per $100,000 of assessed property value based on current conditions. Now, starting today, early voting will be here at the Kootenai County Elections Office Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. This will last until May 16th, and then official election day is May 20th. That's also the deadline to turn in your absentee ballots. Reporting live in Coeur d'Alene, Allison Martinez, 4 News Now.
Some good information there for North Idaho voters.
Definitely.
Get that ballot in.
Hey, a live look this morning at One Spokane Stadium, the site of another victory for the Spokane Zephyr over the weekend. That's like 3 home game wins in a row. Velocity win on the road, too.
Yeah, looking good.
Yeah, looking really good.
Looking really good. We have another excellent week. There is some rain in the forecast, but it looks like it is going to be very conveniently timed, and we're gaining that daylight Sunrise was at 5:25 this morning, and that's why instead of the 30s, we're seeing 40s right now as we get closer to 7 a.m. in the Spokane area. As we get into the afternoon, expect us to be about 3 to 5 degrees above where we were yesterday afternoon. So instead of low 60s, we'll see some mid 60s, a few spots in the upper 60s, including in the downtown Spokane area. We'll probably get around 67, 68 in the bottom of the valley. Officially, though, the average things out. Our highs about 65, 66 in Coeur d'Alene, mid 60s for Pullman, 70s from Omak across the Columbia Basin and down to the LC Valley. So already starting to see those 70s start to creep back into our forecast. And almost everybody will start to see 70s as we get into the later parts of this week. Overnight temperatures will also be much warmer than they were this morning. We were down around freezing in many places to start the day. Instead, we will see upper 30s and low to mid 40s. We will see some fair weather clouds as well today with the northeast wind. It'll be a little breezy at times. We may get a sprinkle or two. Try to cross the state line into places like around Grangeville, for example, thanks to a lot of active weather over in Montana. We're going to be watching, however, the next round of wet weather, which will be coming in on Wednesday. So some Wednesday rain in western Washington, but this is already midday. So it's going to take a long time to get here. And that means that things will be fairly quiet for both Wednesday and Thursday. We'll look at some sprinkles Wednesday night and then see a huge jump in temperatures and a pattern change as we head closer to Mother's Day. I'll show you that in your 7-day forecast coming up, along with the morning sprint right after this.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Inland Imaging.
What's for dinner? Shop Fred Meyer for appetizing ingredients and big savings, like $600 in digital coupons and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
Get ready for the thrill of a lifetime at the Last Stand Rodeo this Memorial Day weekend, May 23rd through the 25th in Coulee City. Presented by Chess Ford and NextEra Energy Resources. Get your tickets online at laststandrodeo.com. Don't miss it.
First Interstate Center for the Arts, July 8th through 13th. Tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com.
It's time to keep those New Year's resolutions going at Move Fitness.
Are you ready for this? Ready to take chances? Will you push and break your limits? Are you ready to be a legend? This is your moment. Are you ready for this?
This year, join the gym that can help you reach your goals at Move Fitness.
Are you ready for this?
The Blue Compass RV All-American Summer Road Trip is on, with new RVs starting at just $97 a month. Plus, in-store only specials at our 100-plus locations coast to coast. Big country, big adventure, big savings, only at Blue Compass RV.
Do you have a favorite high school athlete that deserves special recognition? Go to KXLY.com. Vote for your favorite female and male athlete. Each winner will receive Papa Murphy's Pizza for a whole month. 4 News Now, Player of the Month, brought to you by Papa Murphy's Pizza.
4 News Now anchors, not just in the newsroom, but in the community, doing the work, listening to you, asking questions to help keep your family safe. We're the people you trust on your screens and in your neighborhood. And we'll always be there on 4 News Now.
What's for dinner? Shop Fred Meyer for appetizing ingredients and big savings, like $600 in digital coupons and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
Welcome back. Time right now is 6:53, and it's time to get you ready to take on your Monday in the morning sprint. We got meteorologist Matt Gray here tracking some clear skies and gusty winds for the day ahead.
Allison Martinez is live at the Kootenai County Elections Office with what you need to know to get your ballot in for early voting.
But first, Hannah Joy live in studio with details about what you need to know about the 10th anniversary tribute to a fallen officer, Sergeant Greg Moore.
This morning, starting at 8:30, the Coeur d'Alene Police Department will hold a private memorial to remember Sergeant Greg Moore. He was known by his call sign K27. Then just after 9:30, a public procession will move through town. People are expected to line the streets and hold flags as the procession moves toward McEwen Park. That's where a public memorial will be held. Everyone is welcome. Front Avenue will be closed for this, and it should reopen around 11. You should also know the McEwen parking garage is still open for anyone attending. If you remember this day 10 years ago, Sergeant Moore was patrolling early in the morning in a neighborhood experiencing recent car prowlings. He was shot and later died. The man who shot him was convicted of first-degree murder. He's now on death row. We'll continue following this throughout the day and bring you more from the people who knew him best.
And we are getting another beautiful start to the week here. Temperatures actually got down close to freezing in many areas this morning. Don't think we'll have to worry about that for the rest of the week. Your midday temperatures, upper 50s, low 60s. Winds will begin to get a little gusty Friday afternoon out of the north-northeast, so we may see some gusts into the 20-mile-an-hour range. Overall, just a notable breeze and what otherwise will be a beautiful day.
I'm here at the Kootenai County Elections Office because today is the first day of early voting in Idaho. Now, multiple organizations are asking for taxpayer support, including the City of Coeur d'Alene Fire Department, the Lakeland School District, and the Post Falls School District. Now, early voting starts today, and it goes until May 16th, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. here at the Kootenai County Elections Office. Official election day is May 20th. That's also your deadline to turn in your absentee ballot.
Today, the Central Valley School Board will hold a special meeting to discuss a letter to the Department of Education regarding transgender student athletes in the district. The complaint is against Washington State Superintendent Chris Reichdahl. The school board accuses the state, Reichdahl, and the WIAA of disregarding the directives of President Trump. Trump's executive order banning transgender athletes from women's sports conflicts with Washington state law. School districts like Central Valley and Meade raised concerns, but State Superintendent Chris Reichdahl says schools must follow state policy or face legal consequences. Efforts to change the WIAA policy this spring failed.
A dozen people submitted letters to the school board urging it to send their complaint letters to the Federal Department of Education. The board will take public comment. Today's special meeting starts at 5 o'clock. It's only being streamed via Zoom, and of course, we'll have that link for you in this story on KXLY.com.
150 children and foster parents enjoyed the great outdoors at Bruneau Dunes State Park Saturday. This was for the Fostering Family Adventures event. The Idaho State Park Foster Family Passport Program provides a park pass at no cost for foster families for all Idaho state parks, as well as special Fostering Family Adventures events. This year's Foster Family Passport Kickoff Adventure included science-based experiences with a planetarium show at the Dunes State Park Observatory.
A stolen car crashed Sunday morning in Grant County, injuring 4 teenagers. The sheriff's office says deputies were pursuing a stolen car from Larson on State Route 17 south of Soap Lake. During the chase, the car left the highway and rolled several times. 2 boys and 2 girls, all teens from Moses Lake, were inside the car when it crashed. No one was wearing seatbelts. 2 of the teens were airlifted to the hospital, and the other 2 were transported by ambulance to a local hospital.
2 people are in custody in connection to a reported plot to bomb a Lady Gaga concert in Brazil. Lady Gaga performed a free concert Saturday night in Rio de Janeiro, where authorities say they were able to foil the plan. The plan reportedly included the coordinated use of improvised explosive devices. Authorities say the perpetrators apparently wanted the bombing to help them gain notoriety on social networks.
We got a little relief at the gas pump this morning. The average price of gas fell by 6.5 cents a gallon in Spokane last week. That put the average at $3.78 a gallon, more than 23 cents lower than a month ago. And in Coeur d'Alene, expect to pay around $3.30. That's down 2 cents from last week.
We'll be back with the final check of weather with Matt Gray right after this.
With 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
2 minutes for checking to Berkeley County. Get your exclusive Spokane Chiefs debit card from Numerica today.
Your garage door is more than just an entry point. It's also an escape route. That is why our highly trained technicians handle every job with unmatched professionalism. From broken springs to noisy rollers, we'll get your door running smoothly, securely, and fast. Precision garage door service. Fast, reliable, and friendly.
Really painful feet. I had no idea what was going on. It's hard to put in words how gratifying it is to have that kind of pain gone.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Another beautiful start to the day. A little chillier this morning. Might need the sweater just a couple hours longer, but we'll end up with shorts weather again this afternoon. Mid-60s, sunshine, beautiful conditions, and we keep warming up through Wednesday. We'll have a slight chance of a shower or two Wednesday night, but it should come late enough that you don't have to worry about your plans for Wednesday or Thursday. We'll drop a little bit Thursday and then back to the 80s with a chance of a pattern change coming by the end of Mother's Day weekend. Just a slight chance of showers on Sunday for now.
All right, Matt, thanks for starting your day with us here on Good Morning Northwest.
Yeah, we will see you throughout the morning on GMA with live local updates. Good Morning America starts right after this.